This is for either the coaches. There are so many similarities between these two teams. People have been saying they're really mirror image of each other. What do you see in their defense that you also see in yours and that you maybe admire about their defense, respect about their defense that you're trying to spread the message to your guys?
Well, I haven't had a chance to study them a lot on defense. Listen to our offensive staff talk a lot about what they do well. And their physical group, they run to the ball, they stop the run, they don't beat themselves by making a lot of mistakes. They're always attacking and providing different looks to create confusion. And those are some of the things that we try to pride ourselves in also.
We'll go back on the left again.
And because you're similar teams, does that help? Do you think that helps you guys in practice when you're playing your offense that is similar to their offense?
Well, yeah, definitely from a defensive standpoint, when you're talking about the type of formations, the run plays, the play action passes that both offenses use, yeah, it's an advantage for us. But they've got the same advantage also. You know, their defense goes against their offense every day, so it's probably it's a wash. You know, when you look at it from that standpoint. Their defensive front, their scheme is different than what we do. They're more of a 3-4, we're more of a 4-3, so there are some differences from that standpoint. But the type of formations, plays, and adjustments with shifts and motions, they're all pretty similar.
And for Coach Partridge, maybe how do you see Stephon Taylor, and again, maybe do you use going against a guy like Vontae in order to prepare for him, or how do you prepare for him?
Well, obviously he's a very physical back, very productive this year, and like Chris said, the biggest advantage we've had is just the opportunity, because of the similarities, to do good on good, to play ones versus ones and get the speed of the game. That's the biggest advantage we have, you know, from D-line against O-line, backers against all the potential blockers, and obviously going against Monty also makes a big difference. So kind of across the board.
We'll go third row on the right.
Chris, the defense down the stretch has been really good, really improved, and I think like 6 out of the 8 games you've allowed 2 touchdowns or less. Is that the marker that you look at as defensive coordinator, or do you look at other things to show and know that the defense has been?
Well, at the end of the day, the #1 goal is to win games. And, you know, at the end of the season, we've won more games than we lost, or a few close games we'd have liked to have been able to pull out and make some plays down the stretch in the overtime games and close losses, and we didn't get it done. For us to measure whether we're improving or playing good defense, it's all about scoring defense. How many points do you give up at the end of the day? You want to make sure that you give up fewer points than your opponent. Our goal, we want to score 7 or give up 17 points or less, and we've been pretty good at that throughout the course of the season. I'm happy with how our guys have improved from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. They've really bought into what we're coaching and teaching. They've got great chemistry. They don't beat themselves. We're not giving up big plays like we were earlier in the season, so I'm really happy with the improvement. I'm happy with the total number of points that we average giving up per game. Would I like to have seen us make a few more plays in some of the close games? Yeah, absolutely. They would have made a difference.
We'll go on the left on the aisle.
I just wanted to ask, is Devin 100% at this point?
Devin Smith?
Yeah, Devin
yes,
Smith.
He'll be fine for the game.
Remembering that hit that he took in the Big Ten Championship game, what does it mean to have him back?
Well, Devin's obviously a senior leader for us. He's one of our better playmakers in the secondary. And to have him out on the field, we're a different defense with him versus without him. So if he wasn't here, yeah, it'd be a big hole in our secondary, big hole in our defense. But he's fine. He's been practicing. He was limited early in our bowl preparations, but he's been out there, and he's going to be 100% for the game.
We'll go on the left again.
For Chris and Mike, this is such a big physical team. Is this exciting for you guys to have that challenge and play, you know, go against that type of offense?
Yeah, it is. I think we're built to play this brand of football, and we love playing it as players on defense. We get to go against it every day in practice, so we're trained for it, and we enjoy it.
We'll go on that left aisle again.
We asked Coach Canada this yesterday, but considering both of you assistant coaches, I mean, coaching your last game with UW, what has you most motivated to get this victory in the Rose Bowl?
Well, it's all about the players. We started this journey after the Rose Bowl last season. trying to put together a championship type of season, and it's all about these players. We've accomplished one goal by winning the Big Ten title like we wanted. Now we're out here to the Rose Bowl for the third year in a row, and we're here to win. You know, bottom line, we're here to win. And these players have done a tremendous job staying together through all the distractions that we've had throughout the course of the season, starting back with 6 coaches leaving the program a year ago, to some off-the-field issues throughout the summer during training camp, to some of the things that happened throughout the course of the season, the coaching change after the season. These guys have stayed together. They've worked hard, and we want to make sure we finish the job that we started a year ago, and that's what we're here to do.
You know, kind of following up the same question, you know, I had 5 of the best years of my life in Madison as a part of this program, and hopefully, you know, current players are proud of everything they've accomplished during their time. These guys have obviously had unbelievable careers, the guys I'm sitting next to, and a lot of the guys in that locker room. And just like Chris said, you know, one more chance to be with guys that we care about a lot, and have been able to accomplish many, many things. Obviously our 3rd Big Ten title in a row, and it's meant a lot to this group to stay on course, stay on task, take it one day at a time, and do everything we can to get a Rose Bowl championship. So it's not hard to find motivation, even though with all the things going on around us. We're very, very proud of how these guys have handled all the potential distractions. They've just taken the task at hand every single day. It's impressive.
We'll go back on the left.
For Chris and Mike, Barry said, Mike, when you called him, asked him to coach, that if he was going to do this, you guys weren't going to mess around, you were going to come out here and win the Rose Bowl. How has the preparation for this year's Rose Bowl been different from the years past?
It's been quicker to the point. You know, players just say it's been quick and snappy, fun. We don't like to waste time. Every rep counts. We go out there with a sense of purpose, and you know, every play matters. And you know, going out there just to practice for Coach Alvarez, you know, it's what you dream of playing for. Coming to the Rose Bowl, especially as a senior, playing your last game at the Rose Bowl under Coach Alvarez, it's a dream come true.
Yeah, I think Coach Alvarez stressed it in our first meeting. This is the proper way to send off the seniors. I think that's what everybody on the team is striving for, is good preparation and hopefully a win to send guys like Mike off the right way.
Do you think having experience like you had in the Big Ten Championship where you knew the drill, now you know the drill 3 years in a row, do you think that's an advantage for you guys?
Absolutely. I think, you know, the first year, it's such an incredible environment out here. Guys may have wide eyes. We've been here before, and we know what to do. And I think this trip, we've gone about it really in a mature way, and guys are practicing the right way and preparing to win.
We'll go 3rd row on the right.
For Chris and Mike, kind of an offbeat question, but tonight's the famous Beef Bowl. Usually it's Travis Frederick downing 7 or 8 plays. Can the defense rep tonight? Are you guys going to be up for 7 or 8?
I think Bo Allen had a chance going double digits on us. We'll see.
Bo's my roommate, so I hope he doesn't decide. 7 or 8.
Any questions back in the rise? Yeah, far back left.
For the coaches, how much did Stanford's offense this season change when Hogan became the quarterback?
Well, it changed a little bit because the quarterback is more athletic. There's more quarterback runs with their offense. They're very multiple with what they do. They'll be a pro style, they'll line up under center, run downhill power, they'll line up in the gun and run a lot of the spread zone read schemes that teams are employing in college football these days. So they're very multiple with the quarterback, with Hogan back there. Passing game has been very efficient with him also. He's completing a lot of passes. Obviously run the ball well in the play action pass game opens up. So there are a lot of similarities, but there are minor differences there with the quarterback run game is probably the number one thing that's changed.
We'll go on the left.
Kind of piggybacking off